Welcome back to Fasting Faithfully, and welcome to my first fasting / weight loss video that I have made in a very long time, unfortunately. I last left you guys on read in February when I lost 10 pounds. It is now end of April. We have 10 days left in April starting today, and today's almost over, and I haven't lost any more weight. So March and April have been dud months, and really it's because we've been sick those 2 months, pretty much the entire 2 months. I had an injury, and then there's not been 1 week where one of us was not sick with something, and I genuinely just put myself on the back burner and didn't make myself a priority. And recently, I've been diagnosed with pre-type 2 diabetes, which is not a shock to me because I had gestational diabetes with my firstborn. They told me I had a 50-50 shot at developing type 2. Didn't really take that seriously, and here we are. So I'm not shocked. I had my A1C tested. It was 5.7. and it's supposed to be 5.6 or lower. So I am just just a little bit elevated, and so my doctor is allowing me to not be medicated at this time, but it definitely was like the kick in the butt that I needed to be like, girl, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. I just wanted to give that little update of where I've been, why I haven't been posting, and just kind of where my health is at. We do have 10 days left in April, even though today's almost over. So, but I have eaten really good today, and I did get a 18-hour fast in today, so that is good. But my goal is for these next 10 days is to still lose 5 pounds, which I think is doable at my weight. So I've been weighing myself, and been stuck between 252 and 250. It's really weird. I've been bouncing back in between those 2 pounds. So I have not gained back any of the weight that I lost in February. I've maintained it. I just haven't lost any more. So we're just gonna go with 5 pounds from 252 since that's the highest number. And just hopefully be able to kiss the 250s goodbye, because I'm tired of being in this little rut that I'm in, and I'm ready to say goodbye and get this moving. So here's to making that happen.
Go, Alex, go! All the way up there.
So it is Monday evening, and I am headed to my parents' house because my husband unfortunately has school tonight, and he has school 3 nights a week. So instead of being home by ourselves, we go and hang out with my parents, which the boys both love and my parents love too. So we're headed over there, and my mom said they're ordering dinner, and I wasn't sure where they were ordering from, so I just brought a salad and some leftover smoked chicken. So if there isn't anything that I can eat from where they're ordering, I'll just eat that for dinner. I did fast for 18 hours today. Is 8 a.m. and for some reason my toddler slept in today, so I'm not complaining. I'm just a little anxiety filled because at 9 a.m. we're supposed to have my baby's first birthday photos, although we're like 5 months late on that, but it's true what they say about the second one, you're like late to everything, but better late than never. I'm glad we're like at least getting it done. So I am just waiting to get him up. We're gonna get around and go do that. I did start fasting at 7:30 last night, and I'm gonna try to do a 20-hour fast, so that means I have until 3:30 today until I can eat. Like I said yesterday, I'm so frustrated because I keep bouncing between 252 and 250. I'm hoping that I can stay at 250 and start lowering that number. That's the goal. So definitely want to do a longer fast today. Blood sugar was high again this morning, although it wasn't as high as what it's been. It's gotten as high as 120, which is super bad. So I will take the 111, and I am just going to continue to try and lose weight and lower that. I am being carb conscious, and I am making sure to track at home what my blood sugar is and keep a close eye on that. So that's definitely not something I'm taking lightly, because I know it can be very serious.
Hey! Yay! Yay!
He said, "Oh, this is good."
Yes.
I'll take all the. So this morning was super busy. We had toddler library time where I take my son to the library and he gets to hear a couple stories, and here there's like a craft they do and a game, and they absolutely love it. And it makes fasting really easy because obviously we're gone all morning, so I had no problem hitting an 18-hour fast today. I'm also super encouraged because my blood sugar was the lowest I have seen in 2 months at 106. I know that's still high, but like I said, that's the lowest I've gotten it. So I really feel like I'm on the right track, barking up the right tree. And I'm just gonna keep really sticking with fasting and eating healthy. And hopefully I'm praying that I can get out of the 250s by the end of April. That is my big goal. So I'm gonna just keep pushing. I do have to come out here and collect eggs from our chickens. I haven't done that today. Our chicken eggs. Got some more eggs over here. This is what they gave us today. We do have an Easter egger, so she's laying these pretty green eggs for us. It's so funny because growing up, I always thought living in rural Indiana in the suburbs, I would move to like New York City or London, England, or someplace really cool and far away. But I have absolutely loved in my adulthood moving out to the country and gardening and getting chickens, and absolutely love the hard work that goes into growing food and knowing exactly what's in it and where it comes from, and that our birds are being taken care of, and we just have a really good, nice, easy source of protein. It's just been so much fun. But like I said, it's funny because it's definitely not something I ever saw myself doing. It is Wednesday evening, and right after I went and collected eggs, I made myself some eggs to eat, obviously, and I didn't end up eating them because I'm not hungry. So I tried to take a couple of bites and I just, so on Friday, my son was like sick all day, throwing up. And then on Saturday, he was fine, and he's been fine since. And I thought, okay, he just got like a 24-hour bug or whatever. And thankfully, none of us have gotten it. Well, yesterday, I started feeling really queasy, and I've been really queasy all day today. I haven't thrown up or anything. I've had some bathroom issues, but I just haven't been feeling great. So I obviously haven't been eating. So I'm thinking whatever bug he had, I now have, and that's working my way through, which, like I said at the beginning of this video, there hasn't been a week since Christmas that we haven't been sick. So that's just awesome. But all that to say, although I did technically break my fast, I also haven't consumed anything today. I was just sitting here thinking about it because obviously with me not consuming anything, it's gonna make me lose weight. Anyone's gonna lose weight if they're not eating anything and not feeling good. So it kind of makes me question how accurate my weigh-in's gonna be the next couple of days. Makes me kind of concerned, but I guess we'll just see what happens. Also, was just sitting here thinking about how a lot of people like bash intermittent fasting and call it a form of like starving yourself or an eating disorder or a form of just not like a diet, a trendy diet, not being healthy or not sustainable. And without going into any of my arguments to cover any of that, it just really made me think about how it's interesting when we're sick, your body automatically goes into wanting to fast. Like if you think about it, and like think about any sickness across the board, most of the time you're not hungry, you don't want to eat, you don't really want to do anything but sip on water and rest. And your body just puts itself into a fasting state naturally because it's like it knows there's healing in fasting, and it knows that, you know, its best chance of fighting off something is not having to also digest things and just to be able to focus on that illness. So just interesting to me how people don't connect, like, okay, if I have high blood sugar or if I have excessive amounts of weight on my body, maybe fasting would be a good idea to heal that as well. Just a thought. I was up sick all night, but the good news is it's almost noon on Thursday and I am feeling better. So hopefully whatever this bug was has passed, and I am gonna attempt to eat something. This might seem kind of weird, but with my blood sugar and everything, I can't have the normal things I would eat after the flu, like crackers or bread or even rice, because I know those things are gonna skyrocket my blood sugar. It doesn't care that I'm sick. So I'm gonna try to eat a baked potato because I know that's one of my safe things that doesn't really skyrocket me too bad. Yeah, here, you can have this one.
Can I have yours, please?
Just be very careful with it. Good job, mister. So I just got home from taking my son to a really fun birthday party. They did a bubble foam party. Never seen someone do that at their house. I'll insert some video here because it was really cool. Go do it!
Welcome to the bubble dog.
I've been craving like sweets like crazy, and obviously most things spike my blood sugar. So I did stop at the store and buy one of these keto Adkins like Reese cup things. They're very caloric dense. It's like 160 calories for one of these things. Supposedly there's only 2 net carbs in this, but it's really good. I just made myself 3 eggs. I normally fast at least until noon, but for some reason I was like starving this morning and I'm really trying to listen to my body, so cheers. We have 3 days left in April. I also have 3 days left until my 31st birthday because I literally completely forgot that my birthday is this week. That's what happens when you get old. And I am so excited to announce I am finally out of the 250s. Losing weight is so hard. Like it's literally probably the hardest thing I've ever done. And I've given birth naturally twice. Maybe that's a little bit dramatic. I don't know. But I feel like it's harder. Not only that, but filming with children. Filming with children is also hard. No, that is not what I was gonna say. What I was gonna say was that after losing weight and gaining it back, that's just devastating, because losing weight, like I said, is so hard already. It already seems impossible, and then it seems so much more unattainable when you gain it back. So to be out of a number range that I've been stuck in for the last year is just so uplifting. It's so encouraging, and if anyone gets anything out of my channel, know that if I'm doing this, anyone can do it. And please know that it is not my own strength, but it is Jesus Christ who's giving me strength. I have been praying through this whole thing because, like, I'm not kidding. I've lost so much hope that I would ever lose weight or ever be healthy again. And I really just surrendered it to him. And I just said, Jesus, like, I need your help because I can't do this on my own. That is exactly what the Lord does, is take things that we think are destroyed or ruined or impossible, and he makes them possible, and he makes them into something new. Amen. Am I right? What? Oh, I wasn't praying. I was praising Jesus for something he's doing for mommy. He thought I was praying when he heard me say amen. That being said, in the last 10 days, my goal was to lose 5 pounds, and I am at 4 pounds down. So let's finish these last days strong. I completely forgot to give an update on Tuesday because I was working on this dandelion project that my family and I wanted to do. So my great-grandmother grew up in the Great Depression, and so my grandmother always told us stories how even after the Depression, she would collect dandelions and make her collect dandelions, and they would fry up the greens and eat them just like in a salad, or they would take the flowers and make tea, or the roots and make tea, or they also made this dandelion jelly that she would always go on and on about. And so I've always been so curious about it and I wanted to give it a try. And I'm so glad that we did, because not only was this a really fun family project that got us outside and spending time together, but it also gave our family a new family favorite, because the tea was so good. We just sweetened it with honey. And then the jelly is one of our new favorite jellies. It's seriously so good, and it's definitely something we're going to look forward to making every spring. On top of being so delicious, I also did some research and didn't realize how good dandelions actually are for you. There are so many health benefits, including helping your liver and your heart health. But the one that really caught my eye was it can actually help with insulin sensitivity and lowering your blood sugar. So it's definitely something that I want to add into my everyday life and routine. I am so tired. I just got done canning all the dandelion jelly, and it's just been a really long day. Although it's so delicious and so good for you, it is so much work to do. So I'm so glad we did it, but I'm exhausted. But I just wanted to hop on here and say that it is my last night in my 30th year around the sun. Tomorrow is my 31st birthday, which is so wild to me. I don't feel 31 at all. And it's just crazy how fast life is going. But I am so grateful for the life that God has given me, for the children he's blessed me with, for the husband he's given me, for the family and friends I have, and also all of you, because you're a big part of my life. And I really just love making videos and conversing with all of you and being able just to hear about your journeys, especially with intermittent fasting. I can't wait to hear from all of you, because I know I haven't posted in a long time. But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of my life, and just thanks for being interested in everything that I'm posting. I truly, truly am grateful, and I just feel so blessed by every single one of you. So thank you, and here's to my last night as a 30-year-old. It is my final day in April, and I did not make it to my 5-pound goal. However, I did lose 4 pounds in 10 days, and I finally got out of the 250s. It's been the big confidence I needed to say I can do this. There's no reason why I can't reach my goals, and everything that I need is inside of me, and I just need to keep going and keep being better for myself. And all that to say, everything that you need to lose weight is inside of you too, and everything that you need to reach, even if it's not losing weight. Maybe you want to bulk up, or maybe it's a mental health goal, or whatever the goal may be. You can do it. You got this. I know it seems like a lot, but just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, and you'll eventually get there. So don't give up. You got this. But that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said earlier in this video, I really do appreciate it, and I just love conversing. So leave a comment down below on where you're at, if you're still fasting, if you've reached your goal, or whatever the case may be. Even if you just want to say hi, that would be great. I would fully appreciate that and love to just talk with you. And I hope this video was encouraging. If nothing else, I hope that it can just uplift you and bring you some just motivation for the start of this next week. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.